And now the first thing that I'm going to do is to create my first visual. I will go very slow so that you can understand each and everything. Clear? So the first visual that I'm going to create is card visual. Now, what is card visual? Card visual is a visual which is created to actually show only one value. So if you want to show only one value, then you can create a card. So it is very simple to create. I have visuals tab, and under visuals, if you can see here, it is showing as a card. So I'll just click on that. So can you see this square has come? Now this visual is empty. We need to drag and drop various fields into it. Okay. So under visualization, once you click on any of the visual, you will see a fields tab. And under fields tab, it will ask you to add certain field. For example, I want to see a card related to sales, that is total sales. So let me see if we have sales as a column. So we have sales as a column, sales 2023. I'll just click on to it and drag it here. So see, my sales is 4.3 million. M means million. So it was as simple as it can be. Clear? So actually, I have created my first visual, right? So now, since my visual is created, now the next step is to format it. So just beside build visual, you have format visual option as well. Just click on format visual and you will have various options that you can use to format a visual, right? So first is call out value. What is call out value? This 4.3 million, whatever the value that is there, is call out value. So just click on call out value and see. This is the same kind of layout that we get in Word also, Excel also, right? But here the only change is it is showing for a particular visual. Right now we are in a single visual. So if I want to increase or decrease the size of this 4.3 million, I can do that. I can make it bold. I can change the color to maybe blue or some other color. For example, let us take it. So this blue looks fine. Then display unit. This is very important. Now, this number you want to display in millions, you want to display in thousands, you can choose from here. So right now it is by default auto. So auto means it is by default millions. So if I want to convert it into billions, I can convert it into billions. Clear? If I have converted it to millions, I can convert it into millions. If I want to convert it into thousands, I can do that also. Right? So let us put it millions and decimals. So for example, if you don't want two decimal into a value, if I want only one decimal, so what I can do, I'll just reduce the decimals. So this will help us reduce the decimal. So right now there is no change in my visual. I am just increasing the quality of the visual that I have created. Clear? Next, we have general. We have general option. If I go into general, I have title. So this visual doesn't have a title right now. So if I want to create a title, I'll just click on this and I'll just drop down and these are the options that are available related to title. So for example, I'll just put total sales heading 3. I can just increase the size of it so that it can be visible. Then I can make it bold. I can change the color to blue. Maybe this kind of a blue. I can set the background also. For example, if I want to set a background like this, so I can set the background for the heading as well. Right now, I am putting it as it is. Then I can center it also. If I want to center the headings, I can center it. So many options that are available for your disposal. Subtitle. If you want to have any subtitle, you can have certain subtitle. For example, the sales that I am looking at is it is related to 2023. So I can write 2023. 2023. So see, a small 2023 has been created here. So this kind of subtitles can also be kept. Right now, I am not in the need of it, so I am just removing it. Then comes divider. What does divider mean? Divider is going to divide the heading and the main data, right? So under divider, you will have various colors also. So if you want to change the color of the divider to blue, you can change it. You can make it dashed also, something like this, or you can make it dotted also. And you can increase the width of your line as well. Clear? Now comes spacing. So if you want to adjust the spacing between the line and the total sales, you can do that. Clear? In this way, you can make necessary changes to your visual. Right now, this sum of sales, I don't want sum of sales because I already have a total sales heading. So I can just go into category label and I can just make it off. So see, this is my first visual that I can see and it looks better. And I can change the size of it based on my requirement. So if I can, if I want to increase the size, I can increase the size. If I want to decrease the size, I can decrease the size as well using this. Now, this is my first visual that I've created, but there's one issue. I want borders. I cannot see any border to this visual. So how to do that? First, you have to select the visual and then go here and search for any option related to border. Right now, it is not visible to me, but I can do one thing. I have a search box. So how to use search box? You just need to write border, BORD. Can you see this? Under effects, there was a border. So here I'll just make it on. So my border has come. Now I want to keep the color as blue. So see, my border has been created. Now, one more thing that you can do here is you can change the corners of the border. So if you want to change the corners of the border, that can very well be done. The first thing that you need to do is that you need to select the visual. Then again, you need to go to the formatting. Just go into border and see there are rounded corners. Right now it is 0. So if I just keep it in the middle, so my visual will be in the form of rounded corners. Clear? In this way, we have been able to successfully create our first visual. Since we have completed our first visual, now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the same visual by copy pasting it and creating more such cards for various other values. For example, if I want to select this total sales visual, I'll just copy it and paste it. So I have one more same kind of a visual. Now I need not do the formatting again and again because I have already done the formatting. Right now, my theme for the dashboard is blue over white background, right? So right now, my theme goes with this. Now, this total sales visual is already there. What I'm going to do is that I am just going to create one more card, which is called total profit. So here, feeds, under feeds, right now it is sales. I'll just remove it and put profit into it. So 0.5 million is my profit. Right now, this number has been changed, but the heading has not been changed. So I need to go into my format visual, general, title, and here instead of total sales, I'll put profit. And in this way, I can create visuals very fast. Again, the same logic, I'll just put copy paste. Now, if I want to know the total quantity of sales, that can also be achieved by using the same kind of copy paste logic. Now, I just select the visual, and don't forget to select the visual in which you need to make the necessary changes. Otherwise, the changes will not happen. Now, if I click on total profit visual, I'll just go into build visual tab, and here right now it is sum of profit. I'll just cross it and I'll put quantity as my number. Right now, quantity is in millions, right? If I want, I can change it to any other value, maybe thousands. So 60.6K is the total units that I sold. Clear? Now I can also change the headings as total quantity. So this is my total quantity. In the same way, we have something called discount in this data. So I can just copy and paste it. Again, a card visual. I'll just go here and I'll just go into build visuals. I'll just remove quantity and I'll put my discount. So I'll be able to understand how much discount for the entire period have I given. So it is 2.5K, right? Now I can just go here and change the title to total discount. See, when I add discount, it is going at the second line. So what I can do is that I can just reduce the size of discount. Clear? In this way, you can adjust the visuals. Clear? Always remember that this should be in sync. Everything should be in sync so that it should look attractive for the user. Now, one more last card visual that I can create is related to total products. Now, just understand one thing. Right now, whatever the values that I've taken, these were all measures. These were all values. That means these were all numbers. But right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to I'm going to take the total number of product that the company sells. Okay, so product with whatever the product that is there, it is always in the form of a dimension. Product can only be a name; it cannot be a value. So if I try to put product name, for example, let me just see where the product name is. Here the product name is. I'll just put the product name into field. Now see, the name is getting reflected. Now understand very carefully, because it is a dimension, it is not a value. So it is not going to sum up anything, which is quite obvious. So what I need to do, I need to just change this value into count. So how to do that? Just carefully see. I just click on this down arrow, and right now what is selected is first. I'll just click on count distinct, because I need to count only the unique values. So I'll just click on this. So 3.5, 3.4K is the total units that the company has sold till now. In this way, you can use the card visuals and create the first part of the dashboard. Right now, we have actually just started creating our dashboard, and the dashboard starts with the card visual. We have all the card visuals aligned at the top, and then we'll see how to create other visuals in the next part of the session.